You are watching a brand new Sports Fusion episode. My name is Alex Fuse. We have a big show for you tonight. It's not only a big show, it's a live show too with three interviews at once or two interviews at once, whatever you want to say it. So, guys, how are you doing? What is your name and how are you doing tonight? Jake?
My name's Jake Jimenez. I go to Ravina, and I'm doing
Ryan?
well. Alex, how about yourself?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
My name's my name's Ryan Hudson. I go to Ravina as well. How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Alex,
Uh,
is that a new jacket and tie?
Yes, it is. Thank you for asking. I actually got this tie-in suit jacket in Italy. That's where I was the last week. So I had a lot of fun there, and I mean, it's good to be back, but then it's not because I'm not in Italy anymore. So
I'm
Awesome.
gonna I'm gonna stop you there, Alex. I see something on your desk there. What is that?
is this the thing you're talking about?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Alex.
This is, I believe you call it a cocoa pot. You see, you put uh, the ground coffee up here, and then if you untwist it and you put here, this is QVC now. You put the water down here and you put it on the stove, and it actually makes coffee. And I haven't used
Wow.
it yet, but I'm looking forward to using this. You know, it sounds good, and I like coffee, and so I'm looking forward to using this. It's from Italy. A lot of people in Italy use this. They can make espresso with it and a bunch of other coffees, any flavor. So that's what I got in Italy, and including this uh, tie and suit jacket, and I got this bobblehead in. It's a Nolan Ryan bobblehead. I didn't get that in Italy. They probably don't even know who that is. But I got it over break. So thank you for asking about my cocoa pot and my tie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you had a great trip, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be back, but then once again, I'm not in Italy anymore.
Yep.
So Ravina's basketball season did unfortunately end over break. They lost to Shelmont. It was a great game. I heard. I was not there. I was in Italy. So Ryan, can you talk about that game and what it was like this season and to be a part of the team?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, this season was a great season for the RCS basketball organization. Uh, we had a big win against Shelmont at home, and we had to unfortunately play them in sectionals, which ended our road. But
Hmm.
we had a great season. The game was really close until the third quarter came along, and Shelmont just started to get up on us and get their lead higher and higher, and then unfortunately it ended in a 12-point loss for us.
Hmm. And Jake, you were at the game and you were texting me updates. Thank you for doing that. So, what did you think about that big game against Shelmont? About that game, and what was your thoughts about the past season for the basketball team?
About the season, we started off kind of slow, but then as the season progressed, we started getting better and better, and then we picked up wins against Voorheesville and Chalmont, two big teams. And going into the game, we were pretty confident beating them in the season, and we thought we were gonna, come out with another W. But we actually, one of our captains ended up tearing his ACL, and that was a pretty big loss.
Mhm.
A pretty good defensive player and offensive scorer, Mike Babcock. And we had a couple kids that were, doing their job, and then but just together as a team, we didn't really work cohesively, and we ended up getting the loss. So.
Hmm. And
Um,
you both played on the same soccer team this past fall, right?
Yep.
And
yeah.
what was it like being on that team? And it was a good season, I heard too, right?
Yeah, yeah, we had a great season. This is my first year playing soccer, so but I was told that it was the best record that we had in years, probably 10 years, I think it was. And it was great playing I was a midfielder, Ryan's a defender. It was great playing on the same side as him, playing the same side of the field as my best friend. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Hmm. Okay, let's switch gears now to the game last night, the Shelmont against Glens Falls game. I unfortunately was not there. I was catching up on some rest since coming back from Italy, but you two were sending me updates once again, and thank you for that, by the way. So what were your thoughts about last night's game? And I want you to talk about, since I wasn't there, I want to hear what you have to say about last night's game. Jake?
You can start, Jake.
We made a long drive up there, because obviously the hype about Joseph Girard III,
Yeah.
and I had to see if he could live up to the hype. And he started off kind of slow. I think he went 0 for 8 in the first quarter, but after that, he took off. He finished with 37 points, and he lived up to the hype. It's really crazy that a kid who's so young, and he can, and he's not just a good basketball player, he's a great leader too. Being able to lead his team in scoring as a freshman, 14, 15 years old, leading him to a sectional title game, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And Ryan?
Yeah, like Jake said, Joe Girard III, he's an outstanding player as a freshman. He's got 774 points in the season. Not much to say. I mean, he says it, his performance says it all. But last night was a really close game until Shelmont fouled Joe Girard on a three-pointer. Unfortunately, it all went downhill from there. From Shelmont, they just were playing sloppy, couldn't really play defense as well as they should have. But yeah, it ended in a 14-point loss. So it was just, I mean, close game.
Mm-hmm. And so let's switch gears now. Hudson won after the Glens Falls and Shelmont game last night. So Glens Falls and Hudson face off on Friday. So what do you guys think about that game? My predictions, Glens Falls for that game. What do you guys think? We'll start off with Ryan.
I predict Hudson is gonna get the win. Hudson's athleticism and their toughness will probably get them the win. Don't get me wrong, Joe Girard's a great player. I think he'll have his share of points, but Hudson just got back their player, their big center. He just came back and he's way too strong for anybody in Glens Falls, I think.
Mm-hmm. Jake, what do you think?
I'm gonna pull for Glens Falls. I love young talent. I think it's awesome. Obviously, he's the underdog, a freshman, going up against a team like Hudson. But I just think he's gonna, he had an off night and he scored 37. So, I know his grandfather just passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So he was dealing with that, and I mean, a week doesn't make a difference when it comes to a loss like that. But a couple of days, he's gonna be more mentally sound than he was a couple of days ago. So I think he's gonna lead his team to a victory over Hudson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's going to be a great game. I'm going to try to make it up to Glens Falls for that game. I'm looking forward to it. And can we switch gears and talk about the MLB? I know. Do you guys watch that or no?
I follow a little bit of it. My favorite team is the Los Angeles Angels.
Interesting. Jake?
I've always played baseball, but I've never been much of a watcher.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too slow on TV for me.
Mm-hmm. So spring training started last week, and the first Yankees game is March 2nd, I believe. I forget exactly what team they play, actually. But this spring training, Chapman, he's dealing with all the domestic violence charges that he faced last fall. The big topic is whether he's going to be suspended or not. That's going to be a big topic going in. And A-Rod is going to go into spring training kind of under the radar compared to last season, so that's going to be good. And I think the team this year in the AL East is going to be the Red Sox. They signed David Price, and that's what they added to their rotation there. That's what they needed. So the Red Sox are going to be the team in the AL East. Not really sure who to focus on. I think the Mets are going to be very good again in the NL and National League, and I think the Washington Nationals are going to be very good this year too. So it's going to be a fun year for baseball. I'm excited for it. And March 2nd is the first game televised spring training game. I forget exactly who it is. I want to say the Mariners. Not exactly sure.
Don't get me wrong. The Royals, obviously winning the World Series, are going to be a tough team to face as well. I feel like they're going to have a lot of returners, and they're going to have a great season again.
Mm-hmm. And Jake, even though you don't follow, I see a Yankee poster in the background there, and so Are you a Yankees fan at heart, even though you don't really watch?
Yes, I am a Yankees fan. But the little I do know about baseball, I know Chapman's a good pickup. If he's not suspended, he's gonna bring some serious talent to the Yankees rotation.
Hmm. So, okay, now we'll switch gears back to basketball, of course. And Jimmer Fredette signed a 10-day contract with the Knicks, and he played in the last few minutes of the game last night. He had a three-shot. Do you see Jimmer being the calling to the Knicks to create some kind of mania down there and help them be a good team or more better and more improved than in the past? Ryan?
Well, Jimmer, he obviously works hard. Actually a Glens Fall native.
Right. Yep.
He was called up, but down in the D League he was playing. He was doing really well down there. He actually won the MVP for the All-Star game for the D League. So it was a great call up for the Knicks. I think that his shooting is tremendous, and I think that he'll really help that team.
Hmm. And before we have Jake answer that question, I want to say the Yankees are playing the Detroit Tigers on March 2nd, so not the Mariners, the Detroit Tigers, and you can watch that on Yes Network, and the first televised spring training Yankee game on the Yes Network. So, Jake, what are your thoughts about Jimmer Fredette signing with the Knicks now?
I think it's great seeing a local boy go to a home state team.
Mhm.
And like I said, I love seeing he is younger. He's not a rookie anymore, but I like seeing young talent come up and try to make a difference in a team's record.
Mhm.
Um, I know that he he kind of struggled at first, but making his name down in the D League and being called up, and hopefully it all pans out well.
Mhm. Okay, that concludes the topics that we have picked out, but I just want to say quickly before we wrap up the interview for the show is that if you enjoyed watching this, there's going to be more of this is the Jar Show, Jake, Alex, and Ryan show, and right now this is a Tuesday night, but from now on it will be on Monday night, and I'm excited for this show, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do over the next few weeks. And before we leave here, I want to show off my new Sports Fusion T-shirts. They are $20 each, and $5 shipping and handling. I'll be doing the shipping, but I'll be doing the handling. I won't be doing the shipping. And on the back here, you got hashtag Fuse Nation. It's a great material, all the sizes you want. You can go on to sportsfusion.com, email me. You can order one on there. You can also contact me on Twitter at sports_fusion, FEUZION. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter once again. And Ryan, where can all the Fuse Nation fans find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Hottie214Y, and you can find me on Instagram at Ryan Hodson, and I also have a Facebook, and you can also email me at ryan.hodson@yahoo.com or ryan.hodson1234@gmail.com.
Okay. And we lost Jake, but I just want to say you can find him on Twitter at JakeyJeb28, and I just want to say thank you. Oh, Jake's back. Jake, where can they find you on Twitter, Instagram? Where can they find you?
JakeyJim28. Give me that follow.
Okay. And I just want to say thank you guys for coming on and joining me for this. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun.
I had a blast.
I mean, I enjoyed doing this show. I just want to say thank you for sticking with us, and I just want to say special shout out to the 64 people that are watching this live right now, and just announced this about an hour ago. So thank you for watching and sticking around throughout the whole show. Thank you for watching. Once again, follow everyone that just mentioned their Twitter name, and I will see you tomorrow, and we will see the Jar Show next Monday. Thanks for watching.